Hi there, and thank you for joining us for the first episode of Beloit Uncovered. I'm your host, Zach Carson. Tonight we're going to be discussing Mary Lou Anderson. Now, any Beloit native should know that name. Over the course of the mid-1970s, she was the cause of a wave of terror striking the Rock County area. I'm standing this afternoon in front of her house, which to this day is a blemish upon the community's image. Mary Lou was actually born in Crawford, Alabama. Mary Lou Anderson moved to Beloit, Wisconsin in the mid-1970s with her son, Preston. This was shortly after losing both her husband and her house in a fire. After many years of becoming the ideal Christian woman for the community and being loved for her classic Southern charisma, her beloved son, Preston, died in a hit-and-run accident just outside this very house. Devastated by this shocking turn of events, she dedicated her entire life to the church. On October 22nd, 1974, the police were called to her church after reports of an assault on a small child. It was revealed after police arrived that Mary Lou Anderson had, in a fit of rage, taken a small child and whipped him mercilessly. The police, after much discussion, decided not to press charges, though it did become quite a news phenomena in the area.
So what can you tell me about that day?
Well, it was a day like any other day. The Lord's Word was just being preached. Oh, that pastor was doing such a good job. And then that child just thought he was going to just act a fool. He just thought he was going to... The devil had a hold of that child. I'm telling you what, he thought he was going to just stand up in that church and just make a fool of a mockery of the Lord. And I wasn't going to have it. Wasn't going to have it, no sir. That child had to be taught a lesson. They said I was doing wrong. What's wrong is letting them children act like that. No, sir. No child of mine is going to... That boy deserved more than he got. Yes.
In lieu of these events, the pastor and the ministry decided that it was probably in the best interest to kick her out. This devastated Mary Lou Anderson. She became a recluse, living alone with several cats. It was shortly after this, in the spring of 1975, when the first child was reported missing. Police searched the area along with several search parties for weeks, but nothing was ever uncovered. Over the next 3 years, over 23 children were reported missing, with no bodies ever found. It wasn't until the fall of 1979 when the police first turned their sights to Mary Lou Anderson. Now, despite her becoming a recluse, she was still considered to be very nice by her neighbors and loved still by the community, despite her outrageous behavior at that one point. It wasn't until a neighbor reported that screams were heard from inside the house that they decided maybe they should investigate. When they arrived, there was no answer. They eventually broke down the door to reveal to their shock blood splattering every surface of the room. The bodies of 4 children were found in the kitchen. 3 more in the bathroom. 2 were found in her bedroom and 1 in the basement. The walls were plastered with photos of children who had been tortured and killed. Mary Lou Anderson was nowhere to be found. Upon excavation of her yard and basement, 34 more bodies were found. And to this day, Mary Lou Anderson still has not been caught. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of Beloit Uncovered. Stick around for more. Thank you for watching.